Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bengals coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to maneuver. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything happening again.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 50.
That absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quick. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, Burrow. He's got Thompson here, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And we see here on the next-gen stats, he was able to take that nearly 60 yards after the catch. And they'll run again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he works free. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 56 yards. And the Vikings will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. Ready? 12.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Shoves him, breaks the tackle, now an alley. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Can.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Thompson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Thompson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 8-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Whitlock, flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Robertson eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Robertson escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And Watson has it right side. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Again, it's Burrow. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
35, Bengals 7, Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. Hey, can stop.
Burrow will throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
I'm coming after you. Kill. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
12, 12, 12. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Let's make these babies crawl.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
11.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
11, MT, Tate. 11,
Here's Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
11.
Hands it off out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He's coming, double up.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate.
Check.
11.
Mike 20. I'm coming. Mike 20.
12.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nifty move. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain on the play there. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On third down, Robertson. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Vikings are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Robertson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
11 MT paint.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Check.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Smith catches left side, and he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive first and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Partner, I really don't have words for that one. It's not often you see a completed pass lose that kind of yardage.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On second and a long way to go. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and forever.
11.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. Mike 5-5.
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 49, Bengals 14. Sterling Hawkringer is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible.